and welcome back to our Feature Creature Live series. My name's Jenny, for anyone that missed our previous mini-series, Behind the Scenes Live, which you can still catch on our YouTube channel, so head there and see if you can find it. Today it is my turn to talk about one of my favourite animals, which is our king scallops. So we have a few in our touch pool at the moment, just now. So our scallops, I will quickly show you one a bit closer. So these are our king scallops. They are in the mollusk family here, more specifically the bivalve mollusk. So it just means their shell is in two parts with a hinge just there. So I'm going to pop this guy back in just now, just because they sometimes squirt water and I don't want that to do it yet, because we don't want to get the cameras wet right now. So I'm just going to quickly tell you a little bit about our awesome scallops. So they're usually found on sandy or fine gravel substrate, and they can really vary in depth where you find them. You can find them in just a couple of metres of water sometimes, up to about 100 metres. So really vary there. So the specific species I'm talking about is our king scallop, as I said. And we know it's a king scallop because it's got one flat shell and one rounded shell. And if you come in a little bit closer to the ones that are up against the glass down here, you can see those shells, the flat shell on top, rounded shell on the bottom. And I don't know if you can see it, but if you look really closely, what you're seeing inside the shell here is called the skirt, and there's some little shiny black dots in there. Might be quite hard to see on the camera, but those little black dots, they can have up to 100 of them, and they are our scallops' eyes. So scallops, they can have up to 100 eyes, as I said, and they're actually super advanced. Those little eyes, each one of them has a lens and a double retina and a little mirror at the back that's made up of tiny, tiny crystals, which basically turns the scallop's eyes into a tiny telescope. So super cool. And they basically use those eyes so that they can see predators coming from a distance and they can get away fast. Because these guys are free swimming animals. As I said when I took it out and I put it back in quickly, they can squirt water, and that is how they would move underwater, is by jetting water out of their shell, and basically I call it scallop dance, because they dance about like that when they are moving. I'll quickly grab one out as well, so you can see. We'll might squirt the camera, so I am sorry if it does. But we can see as well, I'm going to flip it over quickly onto the rounded shell side. And I don't know if you can see the lines going around this way on our shell. Oh, there it goes, see? Told you, squirts water. These are basically like the rings on a tree. So they show a year of growth on our scalp. So you can count them up and kind of estimate, I guess, how old they are, because they're sometimes quite faded. So I'm going to go with what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 maybe for this scallop. But it is kind of an estimate, because those lines can actually also show a stressful event in a scallop's life. So it might not always show just a year. So it is a kind of estimate when you go for those guys. So I'm going to pop this guy back in the water now and let him go. So these guys as well, while they're in the water and while you're up close, you saw little tentacles coming out of the shell. Those are what the scallop are using as well to help them feed, using their skirt and those tentacles to draw water into their body and filter out the plankton. Tiny little microscopic animals that live in our water into their body, so they can feed on that. And what's allowing them to open and close is that big white muscle that a lot of people do find tasty at the back in order to open and close. And it is a really big muscle for just such a small shell, so they can actually close quite fast and quite strongly, so don't get your finger stuck in there, basically. But they are a super amazing animal. So why don't you come on down to the aquarium and check them out for yourself at one of our famous touch pool demonstrations. They are every hour, on the hour during summer, so head on down and see if you can get a scallop to squirt some water for yourself. So thank you very much, guys. See you later.